Hey, it's Mark Lanier, picking up where I just left off yesterday, which actually I just filmed a few moments ago because I want to get through this with you, and I can't do it except in bite-sized portions. So I'm going to film a couple of these in a row, and sorry, but it's still your video thought for the day. I'm talking about scriptures that are worth memorizing, and I want to start out with an easy one. You may already have this one, but I want you to chew on it a little bit. And I want you to say it to yourself. Maybe say it out loud. And I want it to start triggering in your mind. It's from Psalm 23. The 23rd Psalm is one of the most famous passages of scriptures. It's read at probably more funerals than any other passage of scripture there's ever been. Yeah, maybe. That's really possible. So it starts out, "The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want." Now think about that for a moment. Let's just stop right there and think about it. The Lord is my shepherd. What does it mean for God to be your shepherd? Well, it means that he's to take care of you. He's to lead you. He's to provide for you. He's to see that to your welfare. So that's what God's to do. But it also has an implication for you and me. It means we are called to be his sheep. We are called to follow where he leads. We are called to lay down where he tells us to lay down, get up when he tells us to get up. We are responsible for knowing his voice and for heeding his call. So the Lord is my shepherd. We start with that. And then look at the rest of this verse. I shall not want. Now, there's a lot I want. I can go to a restaurant and I want to order. I generally, when I go to a restaurant, want to order fast. Not one of these people who sits around for an hour before they order. I'll find another place to sit and visit. But if I go into the restaurant, let's go ahead and order. And I'm famous for that among my kids especially. They know if we're going with dad, the odds are, well, we're going to order quick. But it's something I want to order. Or let's say I want to go to bed early, or I want to have time with my wife and kids, or I want to do well at this or that or the other. I mean, you can say I want a lot, and yet you've got this passage in front of you. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Well, I think what God is indicating through this psalm is there's a difference between going after cravings of your own and recognizing that there are big wants in your life that are holes and vacuums that you're missing. And what God is calling us to do, as he is our shepherd, is to follow where he leads us. And that means that he takes care of our wants. Now, one way to take care of them is to refine them. In other words, to help sift out those wants we may have that aren't godly. And he works in us. It's like I was talking about on Monday, that God is working in us. He works in us to help change our taste, to help change our wants, to help change our desires. But then he also meets them. And so we need to be thankful to him. You may say, well, I met my own desires. I paid for my own lunch. Well, no, God's still ultimately involved in all of that. God's got your job or money or opportunity or bless this world with food. There's always God behind every good thing. So we give credit to him, but we also start memorizing this. And what it does is, anytime we use the word want, should trigger into our head, well, God's my shepherd. I won't be left wanting. He will take care of what I need. Think about it. More scriptures worth memorizing tomorrow, but that's your video thought for today.